On elderly and health, we shine a light on silent struggles affecting senior wellness. Did you know that over 70% of adults aged 70 plus are unknowingly deficient in at least 3 essential vitamins? These deficiencies don't scream, they whisper: fatigue, forgetfulness, weak bones. And most seniors treat the symptoms, not the root cause. In today's episode, we uncover 7 vitamins that quietly vanish with age, and how spotting the early signs can restore energy, clarity, and independence. According to Dr. Grace Mitchell, a geriatric nutrition specialist, most vitamin deficiencies in older adults go unnoticed, not because the signs aren't there, but because they're mistaken for normal aging. Seniors over 70 experience reduced nutrient absorption due to natural changes in digestion, medication interactions, and limited sun exposure. While fatigue, poor balance, or mood swings are often dismissed as just getting old, they may point directly to a lack of key vitamins like B12, D3, or K2. This episode explores the 7 most commonly overlooked vitamin deficiencies in seniors, why they happen, how they show up subtly, and what foods or supplements can restore the body's balance. Understanding these gaps isn't just about extending life, it's about enriching it. We're not just treating numbers on a blood test, we're protecting memory, mobility, and joy in everyday living. Let's explore what your body may be silently craving. For seniors over 70, vitamin B12 deficiency is both common and dangerously underestimated. Unlike a cold or a rash, it doesn't shout, it creeps in slowly. One day you forget where you put your keys. A week later, you feel too tired to finish your morning walk. Within months, your legs feel numb, your balance falters, and your mood dips for no clear reason. Most chalk it up to aging. But what if it's just your body quietly running out of fuel? Vitamin B12 is essential for nerve health, red blood cell formation, and brain function. Yet as we age, our stomach produces less intrinsic factor, the protein that helps absorb B12 from food. Seniors who take acid reflux medications or have conditions like atrophic gastritis absorb even less. Alarmingly, studies show that up to 43% of older adults may have low B12 levels, and many are misdiagnosed with dementia, depression, or fatigue disorders when all they need is a simple supplement. Common symptoms include memory loss, tingling in the hands or feet, pale skin, and unexplained weakness. Left untreated, B12 deficiency can lead to irreversible nerve damage. The good news? It's preventable. While B12 is found in meat, dairy, and eggs, seniors often benefit more from sublingual tablets or monthly injections that bypass the digestive system. Even a basic multivitamin isn't enough if absorption is impaired. For seniors who are vegan or have poor appetite, fortified cereals, nutritional yeast, and B12 fortified plant milks can help, but they often fall short without supplementation. It's not just about what you eat, it's about what your body can use. Don't wait until symptoms become disabling. A simple blood test can reveal B12 levels, and correction is often quick and life-changing. More energy, sharper memory, steadier walking, all from one overlooked vitamin. Vitamin D3, often called the sunshine vitamin, plays a vital role in bone health, immune regulation, and even mood balance. Yet after age 70 it becomes one of the most commonly deficient vitamins in the senior population, and most have no idea they're lacking it until something breaks, literally. Why does deficiency rise with age? The skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight decreases dramatically in older adults. Add to that limited outdoor activity, sunscreen use, and cloudier weather in many parts of the US, and the result is alarming. Seniors who spend most of their time indoors, especially in assisted living or colder regions, are at the greatest risk. The consequences of low vitamin D3 are both subtle and severe. Muscle weakness creeps in, increasing the risk of falls. Bones become fragile, raising the likelihood of fractures from even minor stumbles. Research also links low D3 to suppressed immune function, slower wound healing, and increased rates of depression in seniors. Yet most people never connect their fatigue or frequent illnesses to this silent deficiency. One of the most overlooked signs: height loss. As vertebrae weaken and compress, seniors may shrink without realizing it, often due to undiagnosed osteoporosis worsened by D3 deficiency. Another clue: nighttime leg cramps, especially if calcium levels are also off balance. Correcting D3 deficiency isn't complicated, but it must be done with care. Sun exposure of 10 to 15 minutes daily helps, but is often not enough. Most seniors need supplementation. Experts like Dr. Grace Mitchell recommend at least 800 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily for adults over 70, though some may need higher doses depending on blood levels. Importantly, D3 works best when paired with vitamin K2 and magnesium to help calcium enter the bones, not the arteries. Natural sources include fatty fish, like salmon or sardines, egg yolks, and fortified dairy or plant milks. But dietary intake alone rarely meets the needs of seniors, especially those with absorption issues. In short, vitamin D3 may not give instant results, but maintaining optimal levels can prevent devastating injuries, boost immunity, and even lift your spirits in ways medication cannot. While most seniors are familiar with calcium and vitamin D, few have heard of vitamin K2, and fewer still realize how crucial it is after age 70. Think of K2 as a traffic controller. It directs calcium to the bones where it belongs and keeps it out of places it shouldn't be, like arteries, joints, and organs. Without enough K2, calcium from food or supplements may settle in blood vessels instead of strengthening bones. This misdirection silently contributes to arterial stiffness, joint calcification, and even kidney stones, especially in seniors who rely heavily on calcium supplements but lack nutritional balance. Dr. Grace Mitchell explains, vitamin K2 deficiency is one of the most overlooked risks in senior wellness. It's like building with bricks, calcium, but forgetting the cement, K2, that holds it all together. Seniors who take calcium or vitamin D3 without K2 may be doing more harm than good. The deficiency is common because K2 is rarely found in the standard American diet. Unlike K1, found in leafy greens, K2 is present in fermented foods like natto, a Japanese soy product, certain cheeses, and organ meats, items most older adults rarely consume. Add to that impaired gut flora due to age or antibiotics, and the risk grows. The signs are subtle: increased bruising, slow wound healing, stiffness in the joints, or early signs of osteoporosis despite regular calcium intake. Few doctors test for K2 directly, which makes awareness and prevention essential. Supplementation is often necessary. Look for forms like -7 Malawin Quatches, a longer-lasting, bioavailable version of K2, which pairs well with vitamin D3 to support bone density and cardiovascular health. Many modern D3 supplements now include K2 for this reason. Natural food options include Gouda and Brie cheeses, grass-fed butter, and fermented vegetables like sauerkraut, but seniors may not consume enough for therapeutic effect. In short, vitamin K2 helps ensure that the calcium you take actually benefits your bones instead of clogging your arteries. For seniors aiming to stay active, flexible, and free of fractures, this one vitamin could quietly change everything. Among the lesser-known vitamins that seniors over 70 often lack, vitamin B1, or thiamine, stands out as both underdiagnosed and deeply impactful, especially when it comes to the brain. While B12 often gets the spotlight for memory and nerve function, thiamine is just as vital. Without it, the brain begins to falter, slowly, quietly, and often irreversibly. Thiamine plays a key role in energy production within brain cells. When levels drop, neurons struggle to function. The result? Brain fog, irritability, short-term memory lapses, loss of coordination, and in severe cases, Wernicke's encephalopathy, a neurological disorder that can mimic dementia. Most alarming, these symptoms are often misattributed to aging, depression, or even Alzheimer's. Older adults are at higher risk for B1 deficiency due to several reasons: decreased dietary intake, reduced absorption in the gut, diuretic use for blood pressure or heart conditions, which flush out thiamine, and alcohol consumption. Even small, habitual alcohol intake can impair thiamine metabolism in seniors. According to Dr. Grace Mitchell, Thiamine deficiency is sneaky. It presents like emotional burnout or forgetfulness, but the root cause is metabolic. One telling clue? Seniors who feel mentally tired, despite normal sleep, may be thiamine deficient. They might also experience tingling in the hands or feet, mood instability, muscle weakness, or a dramatic drop in appetite. Good dietary sources of thiamine include whole grains, pork, legumes, sunflower seeds, and green peas. However, heavily processed foods and low appetite in older adults often mean intake is insufficient. Cooking and reheating food multiple times also depletes thiamine content. Supplementation is typically safe and effective. Many B-complex vitamins include thiamine, but therapeutic doses may be needed under medical supervision for those with symptoms or chronic conditions. Sublingual or liquid forms may be better absorbed in older adults with digestive limitations. Addressing AB1 deficiency often brings rapid improvement. Mental clarity, steadier mood, better coordination, and even appetite return, sometimes within days. For families concerned about a senior's early cognitive decline, testing thiamine levels can be a game changer. Magnesium isn't technically a vitamin, it's a mineral, but its role in senior wellness is so critical that overlooking it would be a major disservice. For adults over 70, magnesium deficiency is both common and deeply disruptive, affecting everything from sleep to heart rhythm. Often called the relaxation mineral, magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body. It helps regulate blood pressure, maintains normal heart rhythm, prevents muscle cramps, aids in nerve transmission, and even promotes restful sleep. Yet studies show that up to 80% of older adults in the US consume less than the recommended amount, and many don't know it. The problem lies not just in what seniors eat, but how their bodies absorb nutrients. Aging reduces stomach acid production, which interferes with magnesium absorption. Diuretics, antacids, and common medications for blood pressure or diabetes also flush magnesium from the system. Combine this with low intake of magnesium-rich foods, and deficiency becomes inevitable. Symptoms of magnesium deficiency can mimic other age-related issues: muscle cramps or spasms, irregular heartbeat, chronic constipation, fatigue, poor sleep, and even anxiety. One lesser-known sign? Unexplained twitching in the eyelids or fingers. Some seniors also report feeling restless at night, despite being physically tired. Dr. Grace Mitchell warns, many emergency room visits for irregular heartbeat in seniors trace back to low magnesium. And yet, we often don't test for it unless we know to look. This mineral becomes especially important for those with cardiovascular issues, arrhythmias, or osteoporosis. Natural sources of magnesium include leafy greens, like spinach and Swiss chard, almonds, pumpkin seeds, avocados, black beans, and dark chocolate. However, cooking methods often reduce magnesium content, and older adults may avoid these foods due to chewing difficulty or digestive discomfort. In these cases, supplements are beneficial, particularly magnesium glycinate or citrate, which are better tolerated by seniors and less likely to cause digestive upset than oxide forms. It's best taken in the evening, as it also promotes calm and deeper sleep. Replenishing magnesium doesn't just reduce cramps, it supports the heart, steadies the mood, and promotes better nights and more energized days. For seniors aiming to age with grace and independence, this quiet mineral is an essential ally. Though technically classified as essential fats rather than vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids play a powerful, irreplaceable role in senior wellness, particularly for those over 70. They are the body's natural inflammation fighters, brain defenders, and heart guardians. Yet, most older adults in the US consume only a fraction of what's needed to benefit. Omega-3s are composed primarily of EPA and DHA, two long-chain fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These compounds reduce systemic inflammation, protect brain cells from aging, support joint health, and improve heart function. But as people age, the body becomes less efficient at utilizing dietary fats, and reduced appetite or digestive issues often lead to insufficient intake. For seniors, omega-3 deficiencies can look like everyday aging: stiff joints, foggy memory, dry skin, irregular heartbeat, or chronic fatigue. Some may also notice mood swings, anxiety, or even mild depressive symptoms. According to Dr. Grace Mitchell, when seniors complain about aching joints, poor focus, or sudden irritability, we often find they haven't consumed omega-3 rich foods in weeks, or even months. One of the most compelling benefits of omega-3s in older adults is cognitive protection. Several large studies have shown that seniors with higher levels of DHA have slower cognitive decline and lower rates of dementia. Inflammation in the brain, called neuroinflammation, is increasingly seen as a core contributor to memory loss, and omega-3s are one of the body's best defenses. Natural sources beyond fish include flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, and algae oil, a plant-based alternative ideal for vegetarians. However, the conversion of plant-based ALA, another omega-3 type, into usable EPA and DHA is limited in seniors. That's why direct supplementation, usually with high-quality fish oil, is often recommended. For optimal impact, omega-3s should be taken with food to increase absorption and reduce the chance of burping or stomach upset. Seniors on blood thinners should consult their doctor, but in general, 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA/DHA daily is a safe, beneficial starting dose. In short, omega-3s don't just protect the heart or lubricate the joints. They nourish the mind, soothe inflammation, and help seniors feel more mentally and physically resilient. When vitamin and nutrient deficiencies go unnoticed in seniors over 70, the effects are rarely immediate, but always accumulating. Weak bones, memory lapses, chronic fatigue, mood swings, and heart irregularities can slowly chip away at independence and quality of life. What begins as just feeling off can evolve into preventable hospitalizations or permanent damage. The tragedy? Most of these issues are misattributed to aging itself. Without timely correction, seniors risk losing not just their health, but their confidence, clarity, and connection to the world around them. As we age, the body doesn't just slow down, it becomes more selective about what it absorbs, says Dr. Grace Mitchell. That's why seniors need to stop guessing and start testing. A simple blood panel can reveal deficiencies in B12, D3, magnesium, and more. She emphasizes that supplementing isn't about piling on pills, it's about targeting what's truly missing. Use high-quality, senior-formulated supplements. And don't overlook food. A plate with color, variety, and healthy fats can amplify absorption dramatically. Dr. Mitchell also recommends reviewing medications with a doctor or pharmacist, as many common prescriptions deplete nutrients. Her bottom line? Vitamin awareness after 70 isn't optional. It's a daily investment in clearer thinking, stronger bones, steadier steps, and a fuller life. If someone you love is over 70, or if you are, don't wait for the symptoms to get louder. Silent deficiencies can be reversed with knowledge and action. Subscribe to Elderly and Health for more senior wellness insights grounded in science and heart. Share this video with a friend or caregiver. It might be the wake-up call they never knew they needed. And remember, small shifts in vitamins can lead to life-changing improvements. Your health journey doesn't end with age, it evolves with the right support.